Hey.
Hi.
Ashley.
Hi. Just took a shower too. My hair's all wet.
I know. I'm waiting to blow dry it. It looks so thin and gross. Ugh.
I like it. Can I do it?
No, and I go.
When you're done.
Hold on real quick, Ashley.
Huh?
Sorry. I had to be a mom for a second.
Oh. I told the kids, I'm like, do not come out of your bedrooms or you're grounded tomorrow. I said I have a meeting. I said I have a meeting.
Yeah. How was your day, Ashley?
Okay. So thank you all for joining. It's technically November, but we're going to recap on October. So Kayvana and I have been trying to get these meetings together for a while, like faithfully. And I feel like every time we schedule or we attempt to schedule, hi Amber, excuse me, it just doesn't, it doesn't work. So we are back at it. It's going to be the first Tuesday of every month, 8 p.m. once a month. That's it. So, this is totally different than like Bonnie's meetings and anything else that, the big group may be doing. And again, that's all optional. I do definitely suggest hopping on when we do the Flavor Collective, like the monthly meeting. That one I definitely do suggest going on because she does go over everything. Like she goes over new stuff coming out. She goes over her entire group, who I think it's top 20. She goes over who sponsored, who got shooting star, things like that. So I definitely do suggest popping in for her meeting. The other thing that she has, that this is going to be the second time, this is brand new. They once a month, I think is it once a month or once every other week? I'm not even positive, to be honest. But the 9th, so next week, they're going to actually be hosting another newbie training. I know we did it either last week or the week before. And I'm pretty sure Caroline was on that. There was a few of you on that one. So that was actually really nice. Bonnie and Leslie go over like the workstation and things like that. So that's actually something that if you have, hi Jess. So if you actually have newbies, that you're recruiting and things like that, or if you are recently new, I'd say within probably, I don't know, the last 6 months, I would definitely plan to go on to at least one of those meetings. So let me just see something. Everybody, oh, I got 9 people. Yay! Hey everyone. Okay, so this is going to be, it's formal, but it's informal. So if you guys have any questions or anything, please just, speak up, or you can ask as you go, or at the end. Either way, I'm fine. So let me share my screen. Hang on. Okay. We're not. All right. All right, guys. So again, welcome to our monthly meeting. We're going to do this the first Tuesday of every month at 8 p.m. So we're going to break it down per overall, and then Scentpranos, and then elegant scent achievers. So we're going to break it down 3 different ways. because we do want to make sure that everybody gets recognized. So top overall, this is the top 10 for the month of October. We had Kavana, Kayla, Melissa, Nikki, Jess P, Jess G, Jenna, Amber, Krista, and Ashby. Congratulations. That was, you guys actually, everybody did really well in October. You'll see later in the slides that our numbers really were great. And then we have the Scentpranos top 5. We have Kayla, Melissa, Nikki, Jess, and Jenna. And Elegant Scent Achievers, top 5. We have Jess, Amber, Ashby, Iris, and Heidi. Great job, guys. Okay. So our team really grew in the month of October. We had 12 new teamies come on. That's crazy. So here's our list of all of our newbies. Christina, Amanda, Jillian, Jen, Victoria, Heidi, Jamie, Lisbeth, Natasha, Caroline, Melissa, and Rose. Welcome to the team, everybody. We're super excited to have you. If I'm pretty sure everybody's in our group chat and everybody's already in Flavor Collective. If there is anybody that is not in either one of those, let myself or Kavana know and we'll go ahead and get you in there. Also, along with the group chat, guys, please feel free to use that to ask questions, to give ideas, to give, pictures, whatever. Use the chat the way that it's really intended to be used, okay? And you'll see, like, I randomly might just throw things in there, like pictures and stuff, and not say anything. It's because I'm like, I get a picture and then I'm like, oh, I have to give this to the team. So if I don't say anything and I just put pictures in there, don't mind me, just take them and use them. You guys also are able to use anything off of my page that you want. You feel free to copy and paste it and post it on your own page or your own group. And I'm pretty sure Kavana feels the same way. Whatever helps you guys out, with posting, go for it. Also, if you do have any questions about what we post, just ask. I know there's been some questions about, like, somebody will copy and paste the post it to their own group, and then they'll say, oh, I'm posting this, but I don't know when this comes out, or is this available, or, so just ask. That's what we're here for. Oh my God. So in October, we did, as a full team, $16,611.11. It wasn't our highest, but it was our second highest. I think our highest was like 17,000 and a couple hundred. So that was really good, guys. Like, I felt like every day in October, the numbers just kept going up and going up and going up. Like, there was just always orders and parties being closed. So congratulations, you guys really did a good job. And then I'll be sending out some Happy Meal stuff in the mail too. I've been slacking on that as well, but I am gonna get it going again. I want to have them in the mail this weekend, because I want you guys to be recognized for your hard work. All right, so before I go any further and actually get started on what me, Kavana, actually have planned as far as agenda, does anybody have any questions about what we've gone over? No? Okay. So we want to focus on this meeting. What time is it? Okay. We want to focus this meeting on recruiting. I know some of you have actually been and have done the October Let's Freaking Recruit program with Rihanna Franco. If you did it, I did it as well, and it was amazing, amazing. So this is going to piggyback off of that. We feel that even though, Rihanna offered that program, not everybody really took advantage of it. or maybe they started in the beginning and then they kind of like slowly dwindle down to where, you know, they just weren't able to keep the post up or keep it going and things like that. So we want to just touch on recruiting. I know October we recruited 12 people, which is amazing. That actually might be our highest yet for 1 month. But we still want to focus, right? Because your team can't grow and you can't grow unless your team grows, right? So some of you I know are happy where you're at and you want to just get a couple extra bucks, you know, in your pockets and things like that. But I, of course, want you all, I know that you all can, sorry guys, I know that you guys are all capable of so much more. So you just, you know, putting your mind to it and just being consistent and things like that. But recruiting is a big part of that, right? So we want to just make sure that you guys feel comfortable in recruiting. And if you don't feel comfortable, you know that we're here to help you. So there's some things that we're going to go over today. Hopefully that does help you, okay? So everybody has anxiety and is scared to recruit. I mean, everybody. So like, it's not easy to say, hey, you want to join Scentsy, right? So, because I feel like it's not even saying that that's the hard part, it's the rejection that we're all scared of, right? So, or the questions that they may ask, or if I recruit somebody, am I going to be able to be a good leader? Am I going to be able to train them? Things like that, right? So that's really what this is intended for. But we have to do it scared, guys, because if we don't do it scared, we're not going to do it at all. And we're not going to succeed to our fullest, right? So I struggle with this. Recruiting is not something that is easy by any means. That's probably the hardest part about being an independent sales consultant, right? Excuse me. But like I said, you can't grow unless your team does. So I'm going to challenge every one of you this month to step outside of your comfort zone and challenge yourself and have those conversations, okay? One of the biggest things I think is that you guys know that good customers equal good consultants. People that genuinely love Scentsy, that purchase it, that already uses the product, right? So that's where I want you guys to start. Think about your customer base. Think about the people that are always, buying from you or always asking you about products or that are just involved in your business. Those are the people that, you know, maybe you don't feel comfortable right away with recruiting or attempting to recruit them. Offer them a party. Offer them a party, a home party, a Facebook Live party, a bag party, oh my gosh, Kivana, what's the other one called? The packet one. It's not a packet party. I can't think of, but you guys can name them whatever you want, really. A pouch party, that's what it is, I think. But, you know, so start there. Think about your good customers. Think about the ones that already use Scentsy, because you can go 2 ways about this. You can have them do a party, right? And then as they see that they're successful, you can plant that seed and talk to them about, you know, you'd be really good at selling Scentsy, or you'd be really good doing this for a living and making extra money. Or, you know, have you ever thought about doing this because you buy so much, you can get commission off your own purchases. So, and that I feel works really well, and it's being truthful and honest. You're not like roping them in with a gimmick or there's no catch, like you're being honest with them, right? So that's where I always suggest starting, is with your customers. So if you make a list of like your top 3 customers that absolutely love the product, offer them a party. And then depending on how their party does, plant that seed in and try to, see if it's something that they'd be interested in doing. The worst that they can say is no, right?
Mhm.
They might say, no, not now, or no, I'm busy, or no, I just can't, or I'm trying to think of some of the excuses that I've heard. I mean, I've heard a bunch and I've seen a bunch like online and stuff, but it's the worst they say is no, right? But at least that seed is planted, and then maybe 6 months down the line, you mention it again, or maybe they come to you on their own, right? So you would be surprised at how many customers or people in general have thought about becoming a consultant without actually saying anything to you or saying anything to anybody else. So do it scared, guys. The other thing is, another way that I noticed, or that I've heard as well, that it really works, is if you use your social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram primarily, to show your Scentsy lifestyle without showing Scentsy. So it's kind of like little hidden messages, right? So if I went onto Instagram and I posted a picture or a video of my kids, like me snuggled up with my kids watching a movie during the day, during the week, and I'm like, say something like, oh, I'm so blessed that I have this opportunity to be home with my kids. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like you want to kind of, again, plant the seed, but you don't want to mention Scentsy. So that's one way. If you do that a few times a month, people are going to start being like, what's this chick do? Does she not work? Or you know what I mean? How is she home during the day or whatever? And then of course, use your best customers at targets for recruiting. We did talk about that already. Hold on, I can't see my screen. Okay, plant the seed. So another part of planting the seed is, again, you never know who's watching, right? So I've had customers, and this isn't recruiting this part, but I've had customers come out of nowhere, come out of the woodwork saying, can I get this, this, and this warmer? And it's all warmers that I have posted, right? Never ordered from me before. It might have been, me posting throughout the months. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, I want to place an order. So the same thing goes with recruiting. If you show people that you have been blessed with this amazing opportunity without, I mean, I don't want to say you can't mention Scentsy, because obviously you can and you should, but you don't want it to be like every other post, oh, join my team, and that is one of the worst things that you could probably say, is join my team, because it makes it sound like it's about you, right? So you want to position it to where it's like, I think this opportunity would be really good for you, come, I don't know, Kayvana, what would you say? I'm trying to think. And
It's basically like you're blessing someone. So if you know somebody who, like, for instance, with me, I have a friend who's a single mom, and I know like she's struggling, or like today, for instance, I'm going to give an example because I actually did this today. So I went back to work recently, and a lady came in and she was struggling with her car, or having to fix her car, and she kind of spilled out her life to me. She has this going on, and she mentioned the smell goods, so that I'm like, this is the perfect opportunity. I had my packet on hand. I have like a million of them at my job ready to go. And I was like, look, take this. I make a decent amount of extra income a month. Maybe this could help you out. Literally, she texted me today asking me more questions. So now
Yep.
I planted the seed. Now it's time to wait.
Yep.
So you're making it more of a blessing. Like, we're here to help other people with it, whether it be extra income or discounted smell goods in their house. Who wants to pay full price, with their house smelling good? It could be a blessing in any way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If someone's tight on money and they just want their house or car, to smell good, then this is a
Mhm.
way that we can bless people. So if you keep that in the back of your head, when trying to recruit, try to let it come out as natural as possible. That's what I personally do. Like, when I talk to people, I'm either talking about how excited and how much I love, Scentsy and what Scentsy has done for me and my family. And I share how, my amazing friends that I've gained off this, like me and Ashley, I didn't know her before this, and we're like Scentsy sisters, you know what I mean? So this is, it can be an amazing opportunity, in whether it's extra income, discounted items, gaining new friends,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. So if you just use it in that aspect, then I think it would just start coming naturally, where you're blessing people and not trying to get them to join.
Yep. I agree 110%.
Mhm.
So like Kavana said, it could be people want to do this for extra cash. They want to do it for something to do. They want to do it for them. That's why I started back up with Scentsy, because I felt like I needed something for me. I have 2 kids. I think when my youngest was probably 2, I started really going through it, like, mentally, and I had some anxiety and depression and stuff like that. And then COVID happened, and we all know how we feel about COVID. um, and then I was like, it just kind of came to me. I was already talking about it, and I was like, why don't I just sign back up again? Because I used to sell years ago, um, for quite a while. And then when I had my first child, that's when I stopped. But I was like, this is perfect. So I signed back up, and I love it. It's something for me. My husband has his things. My daughter dances, my son goes to pre-K, like we all have, and now this is for me. So like we all have our own thing, right? And and you build friendships, and well, you guys know you're doing this with us. You know what I mean? So you
I
guys,
was just about to say that, Ashley.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
When I say talk Scentsy to everyone, when you start talking about it, start talking about the why, like what you love about Scentsy. Is it the fragrance that you love? Is it the group that you love? Is it just learning new things on social media? Like, what is it about Scentsy that you love that gets you thriving off Scentsy? I call it Scentsy fever. I shouldn't even say thriving.
Mhm.
That's Scentsy fever. Whatever
Mhm.
gives you that Scentsy fever is what you talk about. Like
Yep.
today, I had an hour conversation with someone about Scentsy, and he didn't look annoyed. It was a guy too. He didn't
Oh,
look annoyed. Yeah, he didn't look annoyed. He was so interested in the warmers. He was like, "Oh, I love my house to smell good." I'm like, "Well, here you go. Here's a packet." I try to hand out at least 3 packets a day. So as long as you're talking about what you love,
yeah.
people see that, and then they thrive off of it, and they want to either support you or they're going to join you.
Yep.
One or the other.
I agree. And that's one of the things, like, I want to take everybody with me, right? Like, I
Heck yeah.
I want everybody coming up with me, like all my friends, my family, so like that's why I like the whole Caroline's here, she's a friend of mine. Christina, she's a friend of mine. Jess is a friend of mine. Like, I want everybody that I love and care about to come up with me, so that's another thing you can do. Talk to your friends and family about it. Especially they should be the easiest ones for you to talk to about Scentsy.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I gotta move this. Okay. So Kavana, do you mind talking about the kit?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna have Kayvana touch on the kit because I know the kit, but I feel like she just knows this a little bit better than me. So go ahead.
Okay, so basically what I do is I try to keep at least one party open a month. I try to get at least one recruit a month. That's my goal, at least one. So when you put in, what is it, 500? When you have a party of 500, you can actually gift someone this kit for either 59 or you can give it to them for free, whatever you prefer. Because the kit does cost 59. And I think once you hit once you hit 500 in sales, under a party, it's offered for the 59.
It's
So as
actually,
long,
it's actually any party.
oh, really? Oh,
Over
yeah, it'll get
200, yeah.
discounted.
Yep.
Yep, it'll get discounted. But to actually offer for free, like for instance, I think I did 2 last month. And I posted something on Facebook, or my group and said, look, I have this amazing opportunity. I'm able to give somebody this, who's interested. And I mean, me personally, if I am giving one for free, I do my research. I'm going to look at their page. I'm going to see if they're, active in social media on Facebook, and kind of just get to know them off their profile. But as long as you keep one open a month, a party open, then you're able to offer that discount instead of them paying the full price of the 99 kit.
Yep.
So that might just be a little bit of an easier way to get someone to join, especially if they don't have the funds to.
And I do always give the person the option of both kits,
Same
the
here.
$59
Mhm.
or the regular $99, because the $99 kit, I mean, they might want to pay out of pocket and get more stuff, So I
Mhm.
do always give the options of both.
Yep, same. I do. I always normally, like when I start off and I'm like, hey, I have this, option or opportunity for you. And then I send them a picture of the host kit and then, the 99 kit. And I said, this is what you get
Yep.
for $100. It's like $200 worth of product. It's a great start to your business. Or I can offer this to you for 59,
Mhm.
So it's good.
We only have 8 minutes left, guys. So, and then what Kayvana, all right, so kind of piggyback off of what I said earlier about Bonnie doing the welcome party for the newbies. Like I'm pretty sure it's once a month. I know there's one coming up the 9th. I don't know what day that is. That might be Tuesday. So anybody that's newer within the last couple months, I definitely suggest if you didn't join the last meeting, definitely join this upcoming one. Bonnie is really great. She's actually our superstar director. So she's like the tippity top of our team. She has Flavor Collective, and I think we have like 300 and something people on our overall team. So definitely join that if you haven't already. Okay. And then the other thing is Kayvon and I spoke about offering Zoom trainings for newbies. So let's say Caroline recruits somebody, right? And because she's new herself, she doesn't feel comfortable with training somebody. Kayvana and myself and Caroline, whoever like the sponsor is, we would just go on a call. And Kayvana and I would do like the Zoom training for the newbie. We would show the workstation, we would show how to enter a party, we would talk about that, things like that. So if that is something that you guys, because I know sometimes what happens is you recruit and you don't know how to train, or you're just not comfortable with training. So that's where we're going to step in and help if help is needed. And we're kind of just gonna, from this point on, any newbies that come onto the team will talk to their sponsor, and then we'll go from there, depending on if they want us to train the person or not.
Mhm.
So hopefully that helps you guys to feel more confident with recruiting. And then that's it. That's the end of my presentation. October was amazing. We are so proud of you all. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for all of you. Does anybody have any questions? We have like 6 minutes left. Questions, comments, concerns, kudos? Did you like it?
I don't have any questions, but I do just want to say, like, I absolutely loved this. This was, you guys did really great with the meeting and everything. I'm like, I don't have a recruit yet, but I'm so excited to know that, Kayvani, you know, we're on this. But look at you brushing your hair, girl. Okay, hey. But I'm
It's
excited
drying. I'm
because
trying not to get it frizzy.
I know that you guys will be there to help support. And I hope that other people realize, like, you guys really do mean it when you say, like, you'll be there. You guys answer the questions, you know, in our group chats. Like, it's really like help each other, just put each other up, you know.
Yes.
Before this ends, I gotta get y'all. Ashley needs a round of applause for that damn slideshow. Okay, that was
Yeah,
professional.
I was like, she
as
was good. Go ahead, Ashley. Good job.
I really winged it. Like I started doing it last night, and then today, like I added some other stuff in, and I showed Kayvon, and she's
Wow.
like, "Oh my god!" I was like,
Lucky if I can
that's
put
good.
two
I'm like,
pictures on one picture. Like, if I can combine two pictures in a post, I'm like, yay me.
I was
Slideshows, no, nope.
I was pretty proud of myself because I've never done like a presentation, but I will
No,
tell you
that
this.
came out really great, honestly. Like, it did. So, like, that was awesome because, I mean, I haven't been here like a super long time, but I feel like this meeting in itself and how like you presented it was definitely a bigger step than you normally have done, and it came out really nicely. I
False
know, listen,
moves.
yeah,
You did
that's
a
what I'm
phenomenal
saying.
job,
Like,
Ashley.
I don't
I'm
mean to sound like,
impressed.
you know,
No, I
nothing
know.
was ever bad. It
No,
was
I
just
know
like,
what you
yeah,
mean. No, I
like
know
you
what
did
you mean.
it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I will tell you, if anybody needs to make a presentation, Canva makes
I'm
it super
calling
easy.
you. We already know. Calling Ashley.
All right, guys. Does anybody have anything else?
The one thing with me, when I get a recruit, I'm glad you guys said you and Kevana will step in, because when I do finally get that one person or that two people, I get anxiety. So I will definitely need you guys' help to as guidance to help them and train them. I mean, I can um do the best I can, but I get anxiety. So I'm really glad you guys said you guys will be able to step in and help. I'm really working on trying to get recruits.
And
It'll
that's what
come. It'll happen.
Yes.
Mhm.
And when it does, we'll be here if you need anything, of course. I think I was talking to Caroline earlier, and I think for our December meeting, how does everybody feel about like social media algorithm training? That's Kayvana's ish.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
You're
So
right
I
on the
need
money
to-
with that.
I need to work on that because my other Facebook got like canceled out. So I have like no memories, no nothing. I'm really, yeah. So I'm like working on building it back up, but like I've been inactive on so much. So I would love to do a training on that. I'm getting more into it, but that is definitely something that I could use some help with.
Okay, so we'll do that for our December meeting then.
Cool.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate it. We had a good turnout. I'm so proud of all of you. And if you need anything at all, of course, I'm here. our group chat is. And even Bonnie, she's really great as well. If you can't get a hold of me and Kivano, or, you know, whatever the situation is, Bonnie's really great too if you need any assistance.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, thank you. Have a good night. We'll
Thank
chat
you.
later.
Bye,
Good night.
guys.
Bye.
Good night.